Hello, everybody, and good day. This is Fred with Tech Talk, and I'm coming at you today with a subscriber-based video on NDAA compliance and what NDAA means to us as video surveillance or CCTV installers when it comes to doing business with the federal government or even businesses that do business with the federal government. For instance, we have a customer that manufactures airplane parts for the military, okay? They need to be NDAA compliant. A courthouse would need to be NDAA compliant, a police station, anybody getting government funds, okay? So the question is, hey, what is NDAA compliance and how do I stay out of trouble? It's actually a very simple process. We're going to cover it right now. All right, what do you say? Let's get into the meat and potatoes. Before we do, you know the drill. There is a subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Please click that and subscribe to our channel if you have not yet done so. That way you can be notified when we upload future content. Also, like the video if it's useful to you, and as always, leave comments. Again, this video is based on a subscriber comment or question regarding NDAA compliance. Okay, so yes, NDAA compliance is very important to us as security system installers, okay? It is the National Defense Authorization Act. It refers to Section 889 of the John McCain Act, okay? That was put into effect under President Trump a couple of years ago. And basically, it prohibits surveillance equipment manufactured in China and Russia. It prevents it from being installed in federal government-owned buildings, okay? So if you're doing business with a courthouse, you know, a police station, military installations, we have a client that installs, they have a big factory and they install and manufacture items for the United States military, okay? They're paid by the government. They cannot have any non-NDAA compliant equipment in their building, okay? So it involves a lot of people. So yes, Section 889 of the John S. McCain National Defense Authorization Act prohibits government contractors from providing the federal government with telecommunications or video surveillance equipment, systems, or services produced or provided by one Russia entity, which is Kaspersky, and 5 Chinese companies, including Hikvision and Dahua. Okay, those are the big boys. But they also OEM, they manufacture, those 2 companies, Hikvision and Dahua, they manufacture for a lot of private labels, like Honeywell, like Bosch, like Super Circuits, their Alibi series. There's a list on the screen right now, but these are some of the labels that are actually Hikvision or Dahua manufactured. So these are not NDAA compliant. We can't install these in federal government installations. Okay, very important. Okay, so what we have moved to, again, we install a lot of Hikvision and Dahua equipment in the private sector. We employ sonic walls and firewalls to protect our clients. But when we do business with, you know, the federal government or people that work with the federal government, we need to use NDAA compliant surveillance equipment, okay? I like personally Capture, the Advanced series. It's ADI's exclusive label. This is very cost effective when compared to Axis and some of the other NDAA compliant equipment that's out there, the hardware that's out there. There are some links in the description to this video that will explain this product to you and show you the price point and where you can purchase it and that type of stuff. But we highly recommend it, okay? We're going to show in a minute as part of this video how the phone app works. The encoding and fluency is very good. The picture clarity is very good. When you do playback on the apps, there are no errors like you would receive with Hikvision and Dahua. You can play back the NVRs or the IP cameras that have local storage using a regular browser. There's no plugins needed. There's none of the issues that you run across with this Chinese manufactured equipment. So there are a lot of pluses, and the price point, like I said, is not that much higher. Okay, it's maybe $10 or $15 a camera. It's very comparable, but in my opinion, it works better. Okay, it works better. So let's switch to that phone app, guys, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so what we are going to do is go to your app store if you have an iPhone, and you will see the icon in the top right corner of my screen. It says Capture Advanced. It's the white icon with the blue lettering, actually green letter below that. But it's called Capture ADV, and that is the name you will find it under in the App Store. If you have an Android phone, you'd obviously go to the Google Play Store, and you'd find the same app, Capture ADV. Okay, and when you install it for the first time, it is going to ask you to add the device, just like Hikvision's HIK Connect and Dahua's DMSS. It's very similar. So you're going to hit that plus in the top right corner, and it will ask you how you want to add the device. Obviously, we want to add it by P2P, which is the QR code on the box. So if you hit that P2P button, we don't want the rumba, but you would scan the QR code that is on your box, okay? And once you scan that, it's going to ask you to input the username here, you see, which is admin, and a password you created during setup, okay? And the QR code, again, you'll see is on the bottom of the screen. So once you add this, if you want to share it with a spouse or a coworker, they could hit that plus button and they could scan your QR code right here. Okay, I'm not going to give you jokers my password because I don't want you installing this and viewing this Marina. Okay, that's self-explanatory. But once you add the device, you'll see Marina right there. You can actually touch that and it will automatically default to camera number 1 on the recorder. Again, this is a Marina and this is a slip. We're having some rain today and some rough weather, so that's why the picture is a little bit dark. As you can see by the clouds, it's gray out. So a couple things about this app. Again, it's very similar to HIK Connect and DMSS. Down at the bottom, you have a toolbar, and the first thing you see is a panel with 4 windows. If you click that, you can pick your screen layout. The second icon is, 4 windows. Then we can do 8. You can do that. We can do 9, or we can do the whole 16. This is a 16-channel recorder. The cameras, depending on your internet speed, we have 5G here. They will populate relatively quickly, and they stream fluently, okay? Again, it's the same thing as the other apps. If you want to enlarge one of the pictures, you just double tap it with your finger, okay? And it will bring it up. You may turn your phone to the right or the left and go to landscape mode, and it obviously would make the picture a lot larger, okay? It defaults to SD, which is standard definition. And as you can see, if you zoom, it will get a little blurry with SD, okay? So what you want to do, the second icon beside the window panel, it looks like a TV monitor, okay? The second one right here, you see it just turned blue. When you hit that, you can see in the right now we have a toolbar that's appeared, and it shows SD, standard definition, highlighted in blue. If I touch the HD above that, that will turn blue. And the camera will transition from standard definition to high definition. And then when I zoom into the sign, you can see Yamaha Marina, you can see showroom, you can see Honda Marine, okay? The lettering is clear, okay? Again, fluency is very good. The timestamp is not freezing. You can see a vehicle's moving there. We'll see that without much freezing. Very simple. It's a very good app. You can pick a camera and do playback in the top right-hand corner. There we pick playback. and you will see this location, this particular location, is recording continuously, not with motion. So you can drag and go to a time. Say we want to go to midnight to see the resolution at night. This is a low lighting type of facility. So this has pretty good IR, as you can tell. Okay, there's 2 a.m. There's midnight. I'll go back to 8 o'clock, 2000. And as you can see, hey, it goes through it pretty fluently. There's not a lot of, like we talked about earlier, freezing and delaying and that type of stuff you see with the Chinese apps. You can, of course, take snapshots by the camera here to the left of the pause button, or you could take small video clips, okay? You'll see the red dot both on the video camera to the right of pause, but also on the top right of the picture, right above where it says 1.4 Mbps. You'll see that red dot right above that. That indicates it's recording. When you're done with the clip, you can stop the recording, right? And so can speed ahead. Go to 2 times, and it will actually speed up the video. Again, that's a feature that doesn't work great with Hikvision's HIK Connect and Dahua DMSS. Some of these features don't work as well as they do with the ADI compliant, NDAA compliant equipment. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Again, I would very much recommend the Capture Advanced series. You know, you can get it at ADI. There are links in the description to this video to purchase it also. But it's a great alternative for those installations that require NDAA compliant hardware, okay? I am starting to think about using it for everywhere and eliminating the installation of equipment manufactured overseas for the safety and security of our clients. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. We'll see you in the field.